All right, good morning, friends. It's Wednesday, September 9th, and today we'll be picking up where we left off on Last of Us 2 on the Chef Big Willie show. So, where we left off on Sunday in the tunnels here. And let's get started. I love this game. All week I was like, well, I really would like to just blast through The Last of Us and like get everybody's opinion on The Last of Us 2 and of course, like point out the parts that to me just were amazing. And it's just one of those games that I feel it's like an event. It's like kind of like watching a movie series or something that I really was into, like Lost or just different series like Supernatural or any of that, where every part of it is amazing and it's all got like great stuff to talk about and stuff. So we're picking up right here in the tunnels. This is where we left off in the Sunday broadcast. And at that point, we had gone to the TV station and we were chased out of the TV station by the wolves. They chased us into the underground tunnels, which it's going to get pretty spicy, but we'll do our best to get through it. So I hope you're all doing well here on this September 9th. We are blasting through 2020. Yay! I can't wait till it's over. Oh, man. What a year. So, let's see where we're at here as it loads up.
Find a way in.
I always like it when it picks up with like combat and stuff.
Spores ahead. Masks.
Not the dreaded spores. Okay. And let's see if we can get the chat set up this morning here. Because the best part about streaming is chatting with you friends. Absolutely. They've put their mask on because the deadly spores. I mean, like, just one of these spores you see, like, flying through the air there. Like, if somebody takes a breath of that without their mask, it's, like, game over, man. But Ellie, she's got immunity to it, but she kind of is, like, hiding her immunity. That's why she put the mask on. And she's only shared it with just a couple people know that Ellie's immune. Joel, Tommy, Maria, and I believe Kat knew that Ellie was immune. And you can see how like the spores kind of build up and stuff. This game's crazy. Cray cray. Let's see if we can get this shot.
Well, there's a way through. I thought they had us. I know.
Remember, humans can see your flashlight where the infected can't. So
Ellie.
Clicker. This brings up a really interesting combat point in this game where you have two types of enemies, but they're not necessarily friends with each other either. So you can, potentially make them fight each other. And what I like to kind of do on this part is kind of move a little bit quick. You can get spotted. And then be real quiet here. And even though you could totally use these clickers to take these guys out, throw a bottle in the middle of the group or, use a smoke bomb and get those guys going. I like to take these two clickers out, especially on the harder difficulties, because then it kind of makes this room right here kind of like mine and Dina's like murder room. So there's the other clicker straight ahead. And you want to come at this clicker like this, guys, because if you get too close to that cabinet and grab that clicker, you're going to grab the cabinet instead of the clicker, and the clicker will grab you by the face. Is the Y or triangle button by default. See how it's the same thing for the shelf right here? Sometimes I grab that shelf and then the clicker's like, oh, time to eat your face raw. I'm like, don't eat my face, not my beautiful face. Alright, so once I dropped those 2 clickers, and this strategy I used on, I'm on moderate right now, on moderate difficulty, but I used this strategy on, when I played through on grounded difficulty, so it does work on the higher difficulties. Now, at this point, they're kind of walking around out there, and if there's 2 more clickers in place, so if you wanted to use your brick or something and set the clickers off, you totally can, but then it's going to kind of make the people run around all crazy.
On your right.
And what I kind of like to do is kind of get over by this window right here, and then you can kind of see the 4 humans that are in motion out here. There's 2 right there, and they do walk a overlapping pattern. It's like to go out and grab these guys is pretty tricky, because you see that one right there will usually spot you when you move to make a move on those 2. So what I kind of like to do is, especially if I got a silencer like this, which I do at this point, is just kind of chill by this window for a second. And those guys are going to kind of do their little saunter over there. Speaking of sauntering, I went for a hell of a saunter myself this morning. I did about a 3-mile walk. It's been super hot here in Cali, but it cooled off a lot at the coast. So, and I like to take this guy out, and I like to let him walk past me, so there's no chance of him seeing us, and just kind of just drop him with a little headshot. Now they're gonna see his body, and they're gonna be like, "What? Somebody killed Timmy?" Like, that's not cool. And that's gonna make them kind of move their patterns around. But also what it does is, if you put in play, like if you decide that you don't want to, whack out these guys, and you you want to like let the clickers do it, well, it kind of cuts down the humans' numbers and gives the clickers a better chance. The humans will probably drop one of the clickers, and both clickers will probably take down all 3 humans. Kind of like mix match. But anyways, it's just kind of like that old divide and conquer, and like my enemy's enemy is my best frenemy type thing. And once this guy comes into play in here, we're going to make our move to go after them. And that's kind of just like how I like to do it, So just a way of saving ammo, kind of throwing these guys off their pattern. Now this guy over here... maybe a little bit trickier.
Follow me!
What we can do, though, is... and that's kind of a variable there, because sometimes they don't come through that door like that. So even though, like, it went sideways, per se, we'll just make the best of it. We'll adapt, And you could always reload if you wanted and stuff like that, but I don't see any reason. And the clickers don't know where we're at, so... I like how they come into play. I like those variable moments, though, in the game where you think you've got a plan. Like, I've probably been through that scenario 10 times, and it was enough of a variable that, my plan was changed. But that's good. I like the AI like that. I like that it's not always the exact same. It's even as many times as I planned it out, maybe one step was off. Maybe I was a little slow in grabbing the guy for the knife. Don't forget to search a lot of these drawers and stuff too, because they'll probably have some stuff in them. Always trying to replace anything we use. If we're using bullets, we try to replace the bullets. Hey, good morning, Cool Cat Funeral. How you doing, buddy? Thunder Ace, man. How you doing? I'm doing good, man. I got no complaints. Life is good. Just happy to be staying healthy as possible. And so I think they got the last human, because I don't see him in play anywhere. So they must have gave him a nibbles, or maybe not. Maybe they're chasing him right there. They might be going after him. That one clicker's agitated. Oh yeah, so there's still a human in play. There he is. See that? I like that. I like how, he's hiding for his life over there. Alright, we'll go back into our murder room then. Back to the murder room. But yeah, I'm good, man. I got no complaints, nothing to complain about. Everybody's staying healthy, and know, we're just trying to get through this 2020 and stay positive. Let's see. Now, if the clickers get close to us or anything goes sideways, like we're moving up to shank them or something, or the variable of that guy over there, then we'll just use the shotgun to start cutting stuff down. And he kind of looks like he's locked in. All we can do is throw a bottle over by him. That's what we'll do. We'll go toss a bottle by him. You know. Sometimes throwing a stun bomb on them too works really good, because then they're like stunned. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, no, it's super, the air is super unhealthy around here right now. The quality's horrible. So we'll toss a brick over by that guy and see if we can't. Oh, no, it doesn't look like the clickers are even paying attention. Alright then. Maybe we'll just go stab him. He seems preoccupied. He's fixated. Maybe waste a brick, you jerk. Alright.
Quiet.
Sticky. And hey, we gotta replace our brick. Sweet. Alright, so we still got 2 clickers in play. And Ellie took a couple nasty shots there. There is some health items over here though in this vending machine.
Over there. Clicker.
Alright, let's see what this clicker does right here. Oh. We almost got caught up in the sonar right there. Oh yeah, she's coming our way. Love this game. Much for the clicker doing the crazy island. Yeah, I got a lot of family and friends up in Oregon myself, Eddie. I understand totally. I was actually born in Oregon. I was born up in Cave Junction, up in Jefferson County, or Jefferson City, in the Grants Pass area. My dad had a 40-acre ranch up there when I was a kid. And it was a beautiful place. See, so right here in this machine that Dean is kind of occupying, there is some health items. So get some pistol bullets back too. Nice. All right, where you at, Clicker? We're gonna shoot this one in the head with the rifle because this is the last one. And there's a rifle shell over in the corner, so we'll blow this one's head off. Ball goes right, and we'll go get our rifle shell. There you go. And that's just like, you know, use a rifle shell.
Okay.
Oh, sure, Medford. Yeah, we know the spot.
We shouldn't hang out here for too long.
Yeah, I've got family all over there. A lot of my cousins still live there. A lot of my uncles still live there. Like, our whole family in the late 60s, early 70s, basically, like, migrated from parts of Ohio and came out west, and they settled in Oregon. I kind of make them sound like Oregon Trail, like settlers, but they all, well, basically though, because the family's real close, they all just kind of went out there and bought property, and you know, a lot of our friends out there became family and stuff. And yeah, still got a lot of great people there. All right, so let's go ahead and craft a silencer. And we can look around. We're safe in this room right now. You'll hear a lot of like screeching and like noise because this is kind of opened up to a chase sequence up ahead. And don't forget to search the subway train because there will usually be some stuff around here in the corners, the little nooks and crannies. There we go. Like some tape. Yay, we love tape. And there's alcohol there. Let's go ahead and use a first aid. So, don't really do it often here, but let's go ahead and do this. That's going to take Ellie's health all the way up, and then we can go ahead and craft another first aid at this point, and grab this bottle of alcohol. Oh yeah, that's never good to hear. You know, my aunt, a lot of the families moved, you know, different parts of Oregon, but my aunt, she moved up to Puyallup, Washington, and she was talking about a big fire up there in Washington too. The heat wave that's on the West Coast is just nutty right now. You know, hopefully it gets better, and hopefully we get a really wet winter. And so when you get to this door, guys, you're gonna trigger basically some.
Dina. Fucking move it!
You'll see that there's a lot of stuff alive in this subway.
Let's go. Yeah. Are you okay? Yeah. Thanks. Babe. I'm really tired.
You can see Dina, she's pretty wore out. There's going to be some more coming out of that too. She's going to talk about why she's not feeling so well in a little bit. Just kind of make sure you get everything off the train here. There's no threat while you're on the train, so don't be afraid. Famous last words right then. Some monster grabs my face. Raw! Face grab. One of the things with all the notes in the game, if you like read the notes and stuff, whether you're doing Abby's game or Ellie's game, sometimes I read them, sometimes I don't. But if you...
Scars. I wonder if that's who made all those murals. And gutted all those wolves. Everyone in this city's a fucking psycho.
Agreed, Dina.
Oh,
agreed.
shit.
Everybody in this city is crazy. This part is freaking nuts up here. We're gonna get introduced to a new type of enemy. The scary red light room. Now these are the humans that are pursuing you, but now something's messing them up.
Jesus. Have you ever seen anything like this? Bloaters have acid spores. But that didn't sound like a bloater. Whatever the fuck they're fighting, we should let them kill each other.
Absolutely. I feel like any day's a good day to stay inside gaming. You're going to progress to the left over here, guys, but before you go, make sure you search this room, especially if you're going for all the achievements for workbenches, because there's a workbench sitting back there. It's kind of easy to just move past, and then there's some stuff right there. Yeah, we the other day when I was broadcasting on Sunday, man, it hit 121 degrees in Woodland Hills. It was the highest temperature ever recorded
across there.
in LA.
Okay.
And that's crazy because it was the same temperature as Death Valley at 121. That's just too hot. It got to about 100 here at the coast, and shoosh. I declared a shenanigans, no cooking day that day. I was like, I am not running the oven. I ended up ordering from a local restaurant around the corner. Actually, you know what? Before we head up there, let's prep for our weapons for this next sequence. Okay, so we got explosives. Let's check on that. Good. Our rifle's fully loaded. We might use explosive arrows. Let's see here. Those arrows do work really good on this next sequence. It's nice having them too. Yeah, we can go ahead and craft 2 more. That way, in case we need it, we have it. Oh yeah, well, and here at the coast, you know, we have the natural AC, you know, the coastal breeze and the, you know, the
Water's
offshore
broken.
breeze, but
Damn it.
without that, when you get the Santa Ana conditions like we have today, where the wind is blowing onshore, and it's I hope I'm doing that right. I'm probably backwards on it. I'm not a weatherman, but when the wind changes and it comes out of the east, it comes out it just comes out so hot, it's just crazy. Let's make sure we're all the way healed up. Looks like we got a little tiny bit. We can heal up a little bit more. That's fine. Don't want to leave a first aid kit when you can heal up. And then into the vent.
This way.
I love this part right here where what Ellie says in a second. Now you're gonna see the enemy first.
I got you!
See it down there? It just runs up and it just launches acid spores and just melts those guys. Ellie's like, holy fuck. I love the way she says that. Alright, now as soon as you drop down in here, guys, it's party time, so be ready. And what you're going to have is a combination of runners and...
Watch out. To the right.
They got one on each side of you, so this spot gets really tight. What I like to do is just kind of chuck a brick right like that, and just give it a couple seconds, and it'll work. And it's going to bring those guys, they're going to all go running over there. See them? We're just going to let them get in there, and then we're going to light the candle. And 2 Molotovs should be enough too. And those guys will run in there and catch on fire.
Heads up!
And again, a variable there. Usually those guys burn up, but they didn't burn up that time. It's like, let's make Chef look stupid. Ha ha. You want some of this, Noah? Ooh, Dino, drop shot. Don't let those guys get near you. The name of the game with them is run. Distance works good. They get near you, they're gonna bomb off like that. And once you do enough damage to them, alright, area should be clear.
Ugh. Fuck these assholes. Did they get you? No, I'm clean. Shamblers?
Shamblers, yeah.
Is that what they called them?
That's the new enemy right there, the
Yeah.
Shambler.
Where the hell do shamblers come from? I don't fucking know. But they're disgusting.
I love Dina's. I don't know, but they're disgusting. She's awesome. Alright, and we'll just kind of look around, because there's always, even, you know, especially if you clear, like if you're sneaking out of an area, and you could totally sneak through that part, guys. I've done it on the harder modes where I'm trying to save ammo and stuff. But if you clear an area, always take time to look around, because there'll be some stuff, you know, usually, you know, whether it's a bottle.
Ugh,
Always want to keep your bottles
acid burns.
filled up.
No, I'm good.
Check for ammo. Never know where there might be some whammo laying around. Love the whammo. Or some tape. Yay, tape, our best friend. Oop, pistol bullets. What's happening, Cap Phoenix? How you doing, bud? Good morning, sir. And we got some alcohol over here. We got a bottle. And here's the other reason why I wiped those guys out. Now, if you're doing
Let's see where
this,
this takes us.
you got to move quickly. Like, because if say you came in here stealthily, then this noise of this is going to alert the guys to you. So you're going to only have a
Take your
couple
time.
seconds to get in and
Almost.
get out. And it's pretty
Okay.
hard to get through there. But see how it's closed off? So even if they're pursuing you, it's closed off. We're getting to the spot where I've died twice in a
clear.
row, and
far
it
as I can
broke
see.
me on permadeath mode. I'm going to show you. I gave 3 tries on permadeath, and
Shamblers?
the
As if the others weren't bad
third
enough.
try, I was like, oh, I'll
Guess
come
that's
back
nature
to it
for you.
sometime. But 2 times
Nature's an asshole.
up here. I like Ellie. Nature's an asshole. It's hilarious. Kind of see things keep evolving at this point. And we refill our shotgun shell. And get some more tape. Good to hear, Cap. Good to hear, man. And we're just going to gather up some supplies while we're in here. Collectible. Now this is an interesting one because this door is basically like a safe code right here, and it's got a combo, and it's like, again, like always, you're gonna find part of the thing, so you'll never go past an area and have to come back, you know, like, so the combos are always going to be kind of right there. So if you read this, it says, you know, get me a soda type thing, and forget the code again, get me a soda, and the code is yours. And it's like somebody was playing with somebody else, but if you break open the machine right there and you look at the soda, it's got part of the code on it. And it says 152 on there. And since there's only so many combinations, you just kind of are left to guess the last part. So if you go...
Let's see.
If you go 1, 5... 2, then it's either 3 or 4, you know, so it can only be one combo or the other on it. So
Yes. How'd you do that? Magic. You're my favorite.
I love the dialogue. She's like, how'd you do that? Magic. You're my favorite. And then there's just a bunch of good stuff in here, so don't worry, no monsters are going to pop out or anything. Get you the good stuff. You'll see that a lot in this game, where you go through a hard sequence, and then after the sequence you find an area where you can kind of resupply, take a breath, think about what you just got through, and then you get thrown into another challenging sequence. I like the way the game paces like that, too. Alrighty, looking good. Let's move on. Oh, hey, some paper. Oh, a carving of the prophet. We'll get to that in a little bit when we get to the Seraphites. Alright, so again, when you drop down here, be ready, guys. So you're going to go back into a combat sequence. It's going to be more shamblers and more of the runners. And the runners basically will set off the shamblers a lot. And it's kind of like you kind of feel like you're flying blind at this point. What I like to kind of do is just move forward like we're doing. Try to clip out this runner right here because she'll set those guys off. Now there's more runners in play. It's kind of nice though once you kind of clear a little space. See the shambler right there up ahead? Codina, Codina, Codina. Watch the acid cloud. Let it dissipate. Should be clear. And like I've actually stealthed that part too, but again, my timing on my variable was off. Like usually I come through that window and I catch this guy that burned us before he comes around this corner, but instead he was a couple steps ahead. Either I was slow getting there or he was ahead of me. I love that though. I love that, you know, as much as I think I know, I can still get burned in 1 second. And then at that point you fight. Keep you on your toes, get you good at fighting. And this is another one of those parts where if you were stealthed all the way over here, then you got to try to bust this door open as quick as possible, especially if like most of those things are alive. But you can get through, get her through.
1 sec. There.
So far, everything I've tried to do smooth, I've failed today. I'll be the first one to admit it. I mean, I fought my way through it. I didn't panic. I didn't reset or anything. And that's just because I'm trying to keep to that permadeath thing. Because if you reset on permadeath, then you got to start back over. So even if I have to fight, even though I'm not doing permadeath right now, I'm still trying to keep myself in condition for when I do my next playthrough for it.
I wonder how long they kept these running past out there.
Oh.
I see some light up that way. Dina? Yeah, coming.
Now, I actually found this little spot the last time I played through. It's like I'm always trying to find new spots, and I didn't find this till like 7 playthroughs where I realized you can crawl underneath here and get some stuff. I'm still looking for some collectibles I'm missing for my like collect everything playthrough. And this just got a couple pieces of equipment, you know, some rags and a thing. But like anytime you find a new opening where you're like, oh my god, I can crawl in there. It's like, yay, a new spot.
Getting closer to light. Hey, let me get you up there. Yeah. What you got? Come on. Okay. Let's rally. We're almost out. Lead on.
So this run sequence that's coming up right here, this is literally what's burned me twice. And both times I got caught up on Dina, where I couldn't move past Dina, and that's kind of why I've given up on trying to do this on the 6 hours. It took me about 6 hours twice to get here, and then to just fail. Just past this part right here. Now, this is a really interesting part too. Watch this. Watch this part right here.
Ellie, your mask. Here, we can share mine.
No! Don't take it! Stop! Ellie, stop! Ellie, stop! What? No! Ellie, no! Stop! I'm not infected. I'm immune. I'm not coughing, do you see? Fuck. Dina,
Now you're gonna come straight out of this to a
Can you
run
run?
sequence.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
this is what's killed me
Fucking go.
twice on permadeath
Go.
right here. Because Dina's gonna be in front of you, and she's gonna get caught up by that guy. And
Ellie!
twice I've got it stuck on Dina right there. Now this time it didn't happen, but twice it's happened to me on permadeath mode.
This way! Hurry! Fuck! Go right! Come on!
Right there. I got caught up on Dina the last time right there. And after going 6 hours to get there and getting stuck, I was like, "Oh!" But it didn't happen that time, so I guess just nerds and Occam's razor and whatever can go wrong will go wrong. We made it through no problem that time. I might have to try it again soon. But I mean, literally, to go that far into the game, like 6-7 hours in, and then just to get burned right there. I might, the next time I try for that
That sounds so fucking good.
the next time I try for that trophy, I might go for the chapter
Almost
by
there.
chapter, where then it's only maybe like an hour setback, only an hour to go back through. I'm not exactly sure where it would be. Probably at the start of the news station or something like that.
Got it. Alright, we're good. Come on.
So now it's going to be kind of a dramatic moment. Dina's going to be like, dude, you're breathing spores.
You want to tell me what's going on with you?
What's going on with me? Ellie, I just saw you breathe spores.
I told you. I'm immune.
Okay, you're immune? Come on.
I was bitten a long time ago.
The fuck are you talking about?
I was bitten and nothing happened.
The chemical burn.
Maria and Tommy and Joel are the only ones who know. Knew. Now you know. I can't get you infected if that's what you're worried about. I can't make you immune either. Can you say something?
Ellie. I think I'm pregnant.
What?
Don't worry, it's not yours.
What are we... What are we supposed to do now?
Nothing. I just need to rest for a second.
Are you fucking kidding me? How long have you known?
I was late a few weeks ago.
A few weeks? We could have still turned back.
I didn't know.
wasn't sure, okay? I didn't want to be a burden.
Well, you're a burden now, aren't you?
Damn.
I'm gonna make sure this place is secured. You just rest.
And I'll switch back off our explosive bow. For now. That's some huge revelations. So Dina finds out that Ellie's immune. Ellie finds out that Dina's pregnant. And again, it's one of the things that draws me to this game is the whole fragileness of it. Like, Ellie being immune, if Ellie dies, then, like, the whole, like, immune possibility for humanity is over, you know? And now Dina,
Would you keep something like that?
who's, you know, at this point, I mean, you know, you love her like, you know, she's like, you know, your girl. If she dies, then, you know,
Okay.
you lose like a baby,
Sounds
you
old.
know, and your
Still,
lover, you know.
gotta be
So now it's
careful.
like there's so much at risk, you know. And I love that. I love how the game is, how it makes you think about, you know, it's not like Resident Evil in the regard that it's like, oh, a zombie ate me, I just reload, you know, or you know, Wesker gets stabbed by the monster, but he comes back in the next game anyways. It's like the finality of death in this game is really captured. I think they do a magnificent job with that. Other interesting thing too is like if you read that note, it talks about a guy being left here and his friends going to the hospital, and he says like, "Oh well, I don't know if they're coming back for me." And it's interesting because if you read all the notes and stuff as you progress through the game, and then you search everywhere, you'll often find like what happened to the people that wrote the notes. It's often kind of tragic. Like you look right here, and the guy that wrote the note that said he was going to go try to restart the power got
Damn.
barbecued.
You get fried? Guess you weren't much of an electrician. Got it.
I like the little things like that, like Ellie pulling her hood over her head when it's raining outside. And that's definitely Seattle weather. Like, that's the Seattle I know right there. But see, I love it. Like, I love going up there, man. It never bothers me. Like, the rain, I just go inside and game, and I like the cool weather.
What's this? All right. Joel. You'd love watching a movie in this place. Spooky. No way.
That's funny because I was driving yesterday. I had to go over and water the roses and stuff at my mom's house, and I was listening to a song by Pat Benatar. I can't remember the exact name of it. I want to say it's "We Are One."
It's starting to sound like something.
It's made me think of my mom so
I
much.
suck.
Nah. Just need to build up your calluses, that's all.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
This is younger Ellie. This is a
I'm
couple
gonna start
years in the
guessing.
past.
You want to spoil your surprise now?
Oh, no. Is it a dinosaur?
Stop trying to guess. I ain't telling you.
All right. Is it an elephant? Is it a convertible?
You're not gonna guess.
Is it a puppy? Is it a lot of kittens?
You mean a litter?
What's a litter?
More walking, less talking. Mind your step.
I got it.
Oops.
What is wrong with you?
You should see your face right now.
What if I drowned?
Now you're not gonna drown. You gotta work on that confidence, kiddo.
Yeah, keep laughing, old man.
See what happens.
This way.
That gets back to the first game when Ellie didn't know how to swim. So by this point, obviously,
Your swimming's
Joel's
getting better.
taught her how to
Remember
swim.
now, don't just flail about. You
Push
gotta.
the water with your whole arm. Blah, blah, blah.
Glad to know I'm getting through. Hey, come here. Take a look at this. See it? See it? Just through there. Look.
Yeah. I see it.
Yeah.
Looks like...
How's that feel?
Refreshing.
Yeah, it's not nice getting pushed in, is it?
Well, actually, we need to swim through this part anyway.
I got you back. You're angry and upset.
I'm very angry and upset. Now, come on.
Ugh.
Cannonball.
You're gonna need a dive under here. Hey, take a deep breath.
Yeah, I got this.
It is a beautiful game. Like when you look at like the forest and the water, makes me super excited for the new systems. They announced the new Xbox today's price point.
Is it my 6th grade history teacher wanting to apologize for being a massive dick?
I beg your pardon?
My friend and I would argue whenever he called the Fireflies terrorists. We got a lot of detention.
You know, you really need to stop letting people rile you up.
It's hard when they're dicks.
Point still stands. Hey, get another dive over here.
Where are you
Ellie
taking
totally
me?
reminds me of my cousin Summer. Like super tough.
Is it a new pair of sneakers?
How many of those do you have?
Not enough.
There.
Okay. Fuck it. I'm done guessing.
Well, good.
But, like, is it a massive comic book collection? No, wait. A new DVD collection?
Yes.
Which one?
Just yes.
How about laser discs? I heard that's a thing. Holy shit, Joel.
We're here.
Oh my god, it is a dinosaur!
And it is.
Joel!
Surprise.
Holy shit. Oh, it's a motherfucking dinosaur. Wyoming Museum of Science and History. How did you find this place?
Maria. She told me about it. Figured it'd be right up your alley.
Figured right. What's this?
It's a book?
It's a dinosaur book.
Okay.
All right. Oh, man. You want to try it on?
I do not.
Your loss. Oh, look at those talons.
That is a velociraptor.
Actually, it's a Deinonychus.
Pretty sure these are velociraptors. Yeah. I mean, at least that's what they called them in this movie I saw.
Little reference to Jurassic Park. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, hello. Sorry, the dinosaurs are busy right now.
What are you doing?
Oh, wait. One of the dinosaurs is here. Joel, it's for you.
Very funny.
That was pretty funny. Did you get it? It's because you're old.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're old. We've got some great museums here in California. Like, if you ever come out to Cali and you want to really, like, spend some time at some awesome museums, The Balboa Park Museum Row is
Compsognathus.
amazing.
Whew, it's a big name for little guys.
Yeah, they'd swarm you.
Did you see that in a movie too?
Actually, yeah. But a different one. See, there's a sequel. Wasn't as good.
Balboa Park, man, it's got about 10 different museums in a row. And like, you know, it's got the Automobile Museum, the Natural History Museum, Aeronautics Museum.
Tiny head.
Awesome.
Joel, look.
That is a hat on a dinosaur. Hey, is this gonna be a thing? Please don't let it be a thing.
Hey, Joel,
Ellie.
don't you dare take it off. My birthday, my rules.
That's a game that needs to get remastered by Capcom as Dino Crisis.
The Dimetrodon was an apex predator.
What's an apex predator?
The most badass predator.
Pretty short for that.
Wait, were you talking about me? Gallimimus's name means chicken mimic. Who names these?
Scientists.
Well, they're dumb. Brachiosaurus ate 600 pounds of plants each day. Whew. Imagine the poops.
Yeah, there's one scene where, actually one of the guys said, that's a big mound of shit.
What is this movie, and when can we see it?
Tell you what, when we get back to Jackson, movie night.
Whoa, this one looks like a bird.
Well, actually, paleontologists believe that birds were descended from dinosaurs.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Professor.
I happen to know a thing or two.
From a movie.
Keep going.
Did you go to museums a lot?
Yeah. Yeah, Sarah loved them. I swear that girl dragged me to every damn museum in Texas.
It's one of those parts in the game where, you know, you're seeing like how Joel
Did
and
you know
Ellie
this was here?
were, you know, basically like she was like his
can
adopted
head
daughter,
back.
basically, you know.
Oh, shut up.
You know, he'd treat her like he would treat his own kid.
Hey, Joel, can you name all the planets?
My very educated mother just served us nice pizzas.
Did you just have a stroke?
My Mercury, very Venus, Mother Mars.
Oh, okay. I get it. That's pretty cool.
The level of detail where you can actually see all the different rockets and stuff. The level of detail is awesome on this.
Fuck yeah.
Where's the steering wheel?
Rovers don't use steering wheels. They use joysticks.
Huh. Hang on. Here's the real one.
And considering they left the real ones on the moon, I would say no.
like when you see the space stations right here. You see like the original, like Salyut 1, then there was Skylab, then there was Mir. Now we have the ISS, the International Space Station. I hope mankind can figure it out and travel into space and do more in space. There's so many challenges to it. But, I mean, we got awesome scientists that are a hell of a lot smarter than me, so if anybody can figure it out.
How's it smelling there?
Like space. And dust. Whoa.
After you. Watch your head.
What the heck?
Oh! Okay. Wow.
Wow.
As you look at all these buttons.
Oh, it's so badass. Man.
Could you imagine just...
Happy birthday, kiddo.
What is this?
This is a thing that took a mighty effort to find. Take it. Close your eyes. It'll be worth it.
Okay.
30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
I do okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You're welcome, kiddo. What do you say we keep looking around, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey. Welcome to Earth.
Yeah.
There's more museum stuff over there.
Yeah, I never checked out that building.
Well, let's go. Ah!
You ever give anyone else this much grief?
Get down here!
No!
Hey, whose birthday is it?
You can't keep doing that.
I want a good splash. We've got more exploring to do.
Geronimo!
Nice. Hey, who's being there?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll open the door for you. Come on, we can't chicken out now.
All right. Yep. There.
Mr. Craigums, good morning, sir. Or afternoon to you in the mighty UK.
Okay, bad news. There's shit blocking the door.
Well, see if you can find me another way in. I'll walk around the outside.
Okay, be safe.
You be safe.
There are dinosaurs around.
Ah, yeah. To the evening, then.
Ooh, stay strong, buddy.
The wolves going after the moose.
This guy needed a hug.
It's interesting because as you kind of go through this museum, you're going to see like more of the writing. The guys wrote like, "I killed for them." Maybe there's a collectible around there.
It's dark in here.
The 4 soldiers at the gate. The last one cried.
Shit.
Hey, trusty bottle. When in doubt, use the bottle. The stragglers who snuck into our camp, they just wanted food. The kid who ran into the blast, I couldn't stop him. It's like obviously somebody was having like the people in the van. We locked them in and doused it with gas. Just get like this sad feeling like this person's like having their like moment, you know, where they're writing like all the things that they have gripes with, but it has relevance too. Right here, there is no light. It looks like we wanted to end suffering. Like when you read it all and you kind of get what's going on.
Stupid fake animals.
Hey, bacon still exists. Yay!
Oh, shit.
She's lucky she wasn't killed by that. A boar's tusk, man. Formidable weapon. Razor sharp. Oh, yeah.
I'm in here.
And if you like read all the things that on the
It's
wall
just some animal.
and how the person that killed himself was kind of like having like their moment, and then there's the firefly symbol and it's like liars, and the relevance of it, like
Well, let's get a move on. I want to Get a fire going before it gets too dark. Come on.
Like Ellie kind of wondering, why did they go all the way across the United States? Why did the Fireflies fall apart? And now Joel knows the answer to that. And of course, if you played The Last of Us 1, you know the answer to it, that, you know, Joel wasn't going to let them kill Ellie to make the cure. You know, basically they told him, you know, we have to, the cordyceps is wrapped around her brain and we have to basically kill the host to get it out and to make a potential cure. And you know, it'd be interesting too to see if it gets developed, like that part of the story gets even fleshed out even more in a third game. I'd kind of like to see if they maybe what they do with that eventually, if there's a maybe some type of reconciliation to Ellie and a cure. And I think that there's still a lot that you can do. Here's another really cool thing in this game that I actually saw a stream where a professional guitar player actually used the guitar here, where you can go between all the different riffs and you can actually go between all the different chords. And actually seen like a
Go see what's
professional band member actually play a song, you know, using that guitar. And it's just amazing that they've been able to capture like everything a guitar can do and then transfer it to the PlayStation's controller. You know, I don't fanboy between PlayStation or Xbox. I love them both. You know, I'm going to buy both of the new systems. I think they're both awesome. And I like seeing innovation like that. I think innovation, when you have two companies that are in competition, that drives innovation, and we as the consumer, we get the benefit of it because we get to try new things. You know, we get to experience things that maybe one system can offer that the other system doesn't.
Hey. How hot do I look right now?
Pretty hot. How'd you fix it?
It was a loose connection. Antenna. They found our mess at the school.
Good.
This guy, Owen, he went AWOL.
Maybe Tommy got to him.
Maybe.
What about her?
Nothing yet.
Unit Romeo, you are requested at Site 2. Repeat, you are requested at Site 2. Confirm.
So, the numbers are locations. The TV station we were at, that's 6. There's a lot of chatter coming out of 2, so I'm assuming that's their home base. That helps.
Look. Last night was stupid.
Casualties reported in 14. All available units report. Over. This is Site 13. Unit Lima nearby. How many scars you got? Over. Negative on scars. Lone male trespasser. Armed.
Lone male
Over.
trespasser?
Tommy, where's 14?
Not 100% sure.
Okay, then guess.
If this is 7, 12's all the way over here. I guess it's somewhere in this neighborhood?
Hillcrest. Okay. Dina?
Yeah. Not good.
Hey. go get them. You keep tracking them, okay?
Yeah, okay. Wait. Give me your hand. It's for good luck.
I don't believe in luck.
I do.
And there's actually a Hillcrest neighborhood in Seattle. It's funny. It cracks me up
Hillcrest.
seeing like this rendered version
Is this the
of
right
it.
place? Definitely the right place. It's gotta be Tommy. Shit.
As always, definitely search around. There's stuff all over the place.
Huh.
It's a badass drawing.
Oh, it's pretty good.
The best clicker killer in the whole QZ. Let's see, we've been collecting those for a while, so yeah, let's do some upgrades here. Breath upgrade. And arrows. Almost through our upgrades. Awesome. We've got all the weapons upgraded for Ellie. We'll have to do the same for Abby, though. It's going to be nice to get that trophy. Definitely, if you play through this game once, you definitely got to play through again and experience it with all the weapons and stuff too, because it changes the combat to having different options from when you were there the first time. Hell of a dough mixer right there. What? I like a good dough mixer. It makes me think like, making donuts. My stepdad at his restaurant had a bakery, and we used to go in and we'd get up, when you hear baker's hours, we used to get up at 3:30 in the morning, and we'd get to sometimes even earlier, and we'd get there and we'd start making the donuts and stuff, and then we'd open the doors around 5. It was just funny because, you'd see all the early morning people coming in on their way to work, and I'm thinking, shit, I've been here 2 hours already. But then the cool part about it was getting off work at like 2 o'clock and having the rest of the day. I always felt like during that time that I never had enough sleep. I think that's why I love to sleep now. Oh, I could just sleep all day. But I always felt like I had to get up, be ready for work, and then after work, you'd want to, do other stuff. I was working 2 jobs too. I had a job at a pizza parlor that I'd go to in the afternoon and deliver pizzas. It was all about making the money, man. You gotta have the money. It's all about the dollars. So once you search around in all these places and you're ready, get ready to hop the wall over here. And when you're ready to hop the wall over here, guys, it's going to get spicy.
How do I get up there? There's too many of these assholes.
Another really cool
Hold
thing.
on, Tommy.
Yeah, no, I usually go to bed about 9. you know, sometimes 10, and then get up early again, Jordan, and get started. So another really cool thing about this game is, so we're on day 2 of Ellie's journey, and you'll see her go through day 1. That was what we did in the first day when we got into Seattle. And then you'll see, you know, day 2 where we're at, and then it'll be day 3. Well, you're also going to see day 1, day 2, and day 3 is Abby. So their time, or they're gonna basically like meet up at a certain point, you know, and you're seeing it from both their perspectives, what happened over the 3 days in Seattle. It also adds a lot of play time to this game too. This game's usually about, I'm anywhere between like 38 hours and 44 hours, depending on the difficulty I'd play on. Like, playing on the easier difficulties go through a little bit quicker. Harder difficulties a little bit longer, because, you know, sometimes you have to do spots over again and stuff, or sometimes I just do. But yeah, I never, it was, waking up was the one thing, you know, and that's, to this day, I still, when I wake up, I like to start the morning, and I always got to have a shower. And that's what used to wake me up back in the day, even before I drank coffee, was getting in there, getting a shower, and then like, all right. We had a crappy-ass water heater, too, so it was always like, it started with like a cold shower, and then eventually it would heat up. I miss that, though. You know, my stepdad's gone now, and my mom's gone, and oh yeah, this game's amazing looking. I would love, you know, I mean, I don't know if I would want to do everything over again in life like that I've lived through, but I definitely like going back and smelling the bread rising and making donuts and hanging out with my stepdad and my mom. Now that, especially now that they're both gone, you know, like,
gross.
you never want to take that time for granted. You know, it was an amazing time, and they were amazing people. I miss them both. That was a lot of fun. We had at least we're all stocked up on ammo, man. We got, when you start seeing ammo and you're full on ammo, that's awesome, you know. It means, like, definitely. Yeah, you know, I mean, there's some stuff like I mean, I like, if there was a time machine and it was like, you know, you could go back, or you could do stuff over. There was some stuff that would be cool to do over. Like, I'd love to go back and play football again and hang out with all my friends again, especially, you know, I like, just like my parents, my mom and my stepdad being gone, I got a lot of friends that are gone now at this point. You know, and it's, we just have the time we have, you know, and it's like, I would say with the loss of my stepdad in 2016, it just really drove that home, you know, to just like each day, like, be happy, you know, and do everything I can and enjoy myself, because, you know, it won't last forever, you know, nothing lasts forever.
We should be pushing in.
We hold the perimeter until we hear otherwise. Keep an eye out in case it comes.
Now we're going to get introduced to a tough enemy, the dogs. And the dogs are ferocious in this game. So what I recommend with them, and there's no right or wrong way,
connected to the girl from the school.
That'd be a hell of a coincidence.
but definitely take the dogs seriously in this
Small
game.
groups. Big
So I'm going to barbecue both these guys at this door right now. She's going to call ambush and say, hey, it came from back there. They're not necessarily sure on where I'm at, but they know that there's hostiles at this point. This is where, you know, using your trip mines and stuff can really help out a lot. So we got another dog in play, so we're going to go ahead and leave a trip mine for the dog. Remember, if you need to, going prone in the grass can really help cut down your visibility. I'm not sure if this game's on PC, to be honest, Jordan. I think it probably is. It's definitely on anything that's a good question. You know what? It might not be, because it's definitely a Sony exclusive.
Is that boy? Nothing, boy? Did the dog dig anything up? Negative.
So it might not be on PC.
Anyone got a visual?
Nothing here.
See anything?
Feel bad blasting the hounds, but dude, they are uber deadly, so treat them like they could kill you real easily. Besides track your scent, you know. There's a bottle right here.
Somebody took out the dog!
I still haven't checked to see if there's a setting to turn back on my radar. I still have my radar off from when I did this on Grounded. You have a ability to like sense enemies through walls and all that. Yeah, no, yeah, it would look amazing. I can't wait to see what the next gen systems do. I was reading about they just announced some stuff for the new Xbox. The price point today at $499. So I'm sure the Sony's probably going to be somewhere around $499 too for the PS5. But they said that the new systems will make the games that have already come out look better, play better, move faster. So that's exciting. Oh, that's cool, bro. Well, as always, man, we totally welcome you in here. You know, it's always nice to chat with somebody that likes games, you know. All right, so it looks like we got a human over here. I think there's way more than one human in play, though, around here. Oh, yeah. Several humans. Several.
Who's that?
I found her! Here! Bring her down, boy!
This is gonna get spicy.
In that building!
It's like funny because you know the clickers and the monsters in this game are so scary, but nothing's as scary as the humans, especially when you hear the aggression in them. They're like, oh, I saw her go that way. Where's she at? Find her. You know, kill her. You know, and it's like, oh yeah. Dude, you shoot them in the face with the shotgun, it might blow their whole head completely off, dude. It's pretty badass. This game's pretty raw. I've kind of taken subtlety off the table at this point. I mean, you can totally stealth this rock if you want. Oh, we got bullets. Might as well use them.
Where'd she go? She's around here somewhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in play in this neighborhood. It's one of those ones where once it starts getting spicy.
Got her!
starts getting spicy, it turns into one spicy meatball. I don't think there's too many left at this point. Maybe one or two guys in play. Thanks, buddy. Well, you have a great day, Jordan. Thanks, man. That's what it's all about, bro. You know, I try to be on here pretty regularly streaming and stuff, and it's always fun to check out games and chat with cool people, man. So you have a great day, man. There's still somebody in play for sure, because the music hasn't let... There he is. Alright. Since we got some extra bottles, watch this. Oh, damn, right in the... She put that right between his eyes, man. Okay. Woo! That's a pretty spicy part in this game. Because, you know, you got a lot of enemies, and then they bring in the dog mechanic. And, you know, I think there's at least 3 dogs in there. Make sure you replenish your bottle, guys. And also look around for whammo. Dude, she put that axe right between his eyes. That was fucking badass. That was like Braveheart. Bwah! Take an axe to the face. This whole scenario right here that we're going to go through is pretty raw like that. There's going to be a lot of CQC, a lot of taking them down. Let's try to replenish some of our things. Yeah, definitely replenish our Molotovs. Some sweet. And see how, you know, we made a new Molotov, but we were completely full on alcohol. And you know, at any point when you start getting more resources, our melee weapons only got about 1 use left in it. So we'll have to pick up a new melee weapon soon, but it's all good. And our shotgun's a little bit low. We definitely used up some shotgun ammo. Yeah, sometimes it gets spicy like that. That's our silencer at. We got 4 uses left on the silencer. That's good. And we'll just look around and try to find some ammo. I'm just happy it's cool today, man. I was streaming the other day, and I was like 100. Oh, double shotgun shells, man. It's my birthday. It's my birthday, yeah. It's not really my birthday. I just mean getting double shotgun shells. Hell yes. All right. It's nice to see some of that whammo replenish, man. Whammo. Used up one of our explosive devices there. Ah, the big 4-0, huh? Well, congratulations, bro. Life begins at 40, man. It's all a perspective. I'm going to hit 42 in October, man, and, you know, it's all... like, old is like a state of mind, I feel like. You know, I look at my dad, man. My dad's out there. He's 71. He's out there fishing regularly, you know, he's out there exercising regularly. He's a great example of it, you know, he's a great role model. But congratulations, man, you made it to the big 4-0, dude. So see how she's barricading this point too? So if you stealth through that whole thing and made it over to that door, guys, you don't have to do combat with any of those guys. I mean, a lot of times the easiest way through an area is just to kind of move through it stealthily. But, yeah, you know, I like to shoot them in the face. Oh, man. I like Ellie to let Ellie be the natural badass she is.
Anybody hear that?
You know, when I was a kid, I just wanted to make 27, man. I want to live as long as Jim Morrison and Jimi Hendrix. But, you know, you get older, you get reality, and you start being like, well, I want to live to be, you know, 105.
That worked.
I think in the next 10 years, we're going to see some really exciting stuff, though, man. I think they're going to do a mission to Mars. I was kind of talking about it the other day, and, you know, people that are going to do that, that go on that journey are so brave, and the people that even want to do that, like people that are trying out to be like, you know, I think I want to go to space and be like one of the first people on Mars. Like, that's so brave and so cool. Me, I'm like, I'll watch you guys on TV and root for you. But, you know, having not been alive during the 69 moon landing, it'll be pretty cool to see something epic like that in our time. Definitely have to have like a Mars watch thing, and hopefully it all goes good. I mean, there's going to be so much to it. We, you know, we're learning so much about space, and, you know, how just even being out in space for a long time affects the human body, because, you know, we're used to gravity and the pressure that, you know, our bodies are used to, and so all of a sudden, you know, you're in a place with, like, you know, a zero gravity environment, and it can get real spicy. Alright, so this area is kind of interesting, because when you get down into the basement down here, you got some infected, so you want to be careful going down into this basement down here, guys. I think it's some shamblers down there, too. You got to drop in. You're committed once you drop in here, guys. So I like to hug this wall. They're going to go into play once you kind of drop in. Just kind of get the stuff you can gather up. And you're not going to have to go... If you can stealth through this part, it'll save you ammo. Because you're not going to... You don't have to fight these guys if you don't want to. And once you're out of the spot, you're never coming back in here. This isn't the way to go. So this is just kind of like to collect extra stuff down in this basement. You just hear those guys, man. They just sound so good. What I'm going to try to do is direct them over this way. Pick up that brick for the bottle I used. Takes them a little time, but they'll move. And I just kind of moved them out of my way because I want to collect this stuff over here. When you're ready to go out, you're going to go out right here. And you don't have to worry about them once you got past that point right there, guys. I just, you know, I like to collect, you know, as much resource as possible. So even on the harder modes, it's worth going in there to, you know, get whatever little bit of ammo you can get whatever bit of, you know, upgrade material you can get. couple of these runners are in play now. We always have the stealth option if we want to make sure you take off the explosive arrows, though, what I have on, and you can always go back to regular arrows, which are great for stealth for range. Just kind of see what this guy does. Pistol will drop these guys just as quick, too. Once he turns, though, I think we'll just go grab him and stab him. Grab him and stab him. That's the nice thing with Ellie's character with the knife, you know, is most infected, like, between the runners and the clickers, you can, you know, grab and stab. Save yourself some bullets. God, when I was a kid, going to the bike shop was like my favorite, dude. Go in there, and I used to love riding bikes, dude. BMX. Had some pretty rad bikes when I was a kid. Always wanted to be better at it, like, especially if you ever seen like the movie Rad, where, you know, it's like basically about BMX riders and stuff. I always wanted to be like great like that, but I was never that good. I'd always crash and land on my head a lot. But I kept trying. My friend Chris, man, my buddy Craig Brown, he was sponsored by Auburn, and my friend Chris Pryor, he was just badass, you know. He eventually was sponsored by DK, and they, you know, we would go and they would jump like 20-foot, you know, doubles and tabletops and stuff, and I always wanted to emulate, but no way, man. I'd always land on my head. Come back, my mom would be like, dude, you get in a fight today or something? Be like, nope, I landed on my head trying to jump my BMX. I want to be the guy from Brad. Alright, so once you kind of work those guys over, this spot gets a little spicy right here. So, you know, you can prep the battlefield. Once you move this, it's going to get kind of quick right here. So... release a bunch of those guys at once, like I think at least 4 of them. You can always throw a Molotov in that room if you want. I'm a nut about trying to save ammo, though. My nutty ammo saving ways. What I'm gonna do is try to put a brick over this guy's head, kind of put it in there, get everybody to kind of go look at it, be like, what was that? A lot of times they'll run back in, catch on fire a couple more times. Surprisingly, that Molotov didn't get more than one. Usually you get about 2 or 3. kind of charm. Well, that's it for shiny knife. Good old hand axe. That lasted us a while.
Keep focused. Get up that hill.
And then definitely go back and check where you let those guys out, because there's a safe in there. So.
Looks like they've been locked in here for years.
There you go. I don't think we got the safe code yet, though. I think we have to get that in the butcher shop. Yeah, it's up ahead. Now, and like I say, you'll never go past the safe where it'll be in a completely new area. So even though we don't have the code for that safe right this second, I know the code for this safe is around here. So sometimes, you know, it could be on the wall somewhere. If I remember right, though, it's across the way over here. I'm pretty sure. Pull on tape. Pretty sure it's over here this way. Hey, we get a bottle to replace our bottle. And this bar will have shamblers in it. Yeah, speak of the devil. Right here. Big ugly son of a gun. Try again. Oh, get it sticky. No. That's a no-no. Naughty boy. Now you're dead. Never forget about your dodge in this game. It is incredible with Ellie or Abby. Yep, the old stabby stick. The old sticky. So, go ahead and burn our thing here. Let's make a new silencer. Since we got the materials for a silencer right there, we don't want to just walk off and leave that stuff. Yes, I did waste a bullet. I'm guilty of bullet waste. Bullet waste! I'll watch later. I'll be like, if I just had one bullet. I'll make do. I'll fight with the knife if I have to. Now, the code for the safe, I think, is in here. Let's see. That should be enough to do her last upgrade, too. Alright, so all upgrades completed for Miss Ellie. Now, once you go up those stairs, you're going into a new area. So, again, oh, here it is. This will be the code for the safe. Yep, there it is. 308265. Well, all right. 308265. 308265. How I remember stuff. Say it a couple times. 40, 82, and 65. And 65. Bingo, bango, bongo. All right, more rifle ammo, more pistol ammo. Pretty much got everything we've used up. Sweet. Ooh, okay, it said we're full on explosives. So what are we... Oh, okay, so we could craft one of those, but we'd have to put one in play. No problem. Yeah, we'll leave that for then. Alright, here we go. Forward. Forward until dawn. Yep, so the new Xbox announced today, and they announced that you can pre-order it on September 22nd. Now, I'm trying to find out if third-party stores are going to let you pre-order before then. As soon as I know, I will let you know, friends. Of course. Ooh, arrows.
Just in case.
Yeah. And they're doing a $2.99 version of the new Xbox without a disc drive. So if you buy your games digital or you use Game Pass, you'll totally be in like Flynn. And they're doing a some infected right here. And then they're doing the $4.99 for the like the bigger version with a disc drive. Which is interesting for me because I haven't bought a disc for so long, probably about 4 years since I bought a disc. But I still think I'm going to go with the Xbox X series. I might buy an S series for my bedroom. Might buy them both. Yeah. Well, then if you go with the S series, you shouldn't really see any reason not to go with the cheaper version. Not good. Yeah, they get a little spicy. I don't want a spicy meatball. I'm not sure on the storage space on both, but from what I understand, the power specs are equal between them. I haven't seen anything that said it like one would have a higher processing speed than the other or anything like that, or that one would have more storage space than anything like that. I know that right now they're talking with the Xbox X Series 12 teraflops and all that, so you know, of course, we'll have to see what actually is produced. And I'm gonna do all the Xbox X Series and the new PlayStation 5 for sure. Hopefully on the Sony end they have enough. You know, from what they're saying that might not be a lot of Sonys, so I'm kind of nervous about that because I hate, you know, where you got to go and like, you know, I mean, I have no problem getting in there and standing in line or pre-ordering and all that, but I hate when they're like, oh, you know, we're short, you know, there's not enough for everybody. That's always a bummer. So hopefully, I think that's not going to be a problem though with the Xbox. I think Sony's just saying that they're going to be rolling out a little bit slower so far, so we'll see them. replace that Molotov we used. Or our first aid kit.
Get off me!
That thing is bad news. That's where you'll get the bow for the first time if you didn't have the bow at this point. Well, I have it because I'm on my second playthrough, but that he'll have the bow for the very first time if you haven't got the bow yet. And there should be some arrows sticking in some of these mannequins. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I thought there were some arrows around here. No arrow in the mannequin? Alright. Now we're about to get into another tough combat sequence with people. This one's pretty tough because you got a lot of people, you got a lot of dogs in play, so be ready. Be ready. And it's pretty tight CQC stuff. And there's a lot of people in play in this sequence. I would say there's probably at least
We're looking for two.
At least 15.
All that smoke.
One of our
actually gonna reload that spot. I don't reload often, but I want to get a better Molotov on those guys. Oh, I'm not gonna get a chance to get the better Molotov. Son of a biscuit. You get one opportunity in that spot where all three of them kind of get together. I like to try to get them and the dog, potentially. Maybe if we reload the encounter. Let's see if we restart the encounter if we get that opportunity. Nope. So she's just going to run straight off at that point. Alright. Well, no worries. So there's going to be a lot of these guys in play at this spot. Both sides of the street. Again, anywhere between, I'd say, 12 and 15 people in play in this area. And several dogs, at least probably 5 dogs total all around here. This one's a tough one. So we could try to use stealth. We could definitely try to knock the guy out first and then hit the dog with the silencer. That's an option. I don't think you can really conceal bodies too long on this at this point. You got dogs up the street, and remember, dogs can see your scent, so this is kind of like one of those spots where you get into a real rumble pit. I think we'll try to knock the owner out and then knock the dog out. Okay, so that actually went good, but I'm pretty sure that they'll be discovered. But that actually went about as good as that could go. Okay, so let's go ahead and since we're still kind of stealthing it, let's take off our explosive arrows. We'll go back to regular. Now, if you're going to shoot an arrow at a human, make sure you get a headshot, and there's a chance you might be able to reclaim your arrow. If you get like that perfect headshot. Okay, so what I'm going to do is kind of stay low and use this grass here. And there's a lot of these guys in play. I mean, a lot. It's real easy to get burned around here. Okay, let's see her. She went into the building. Might try to clear one side of the street and then move across. Now, there's going to be some overwatch in that building at the end over there. See the guy walking the dog up over there. Definitely going to be tricky to try to stay stealth. But the longer you stay stealth and before they go aggro, potentially the more you can just kind of pick off when they're in a non-aggro state. Because once these guys get pissed off, they're going to be out in force. Like basically like kicking the hornet's nest. What do we got here on the silencer? We got 3 more shots with our silencer. See her across the way in that window. That's one. And the dog walker's out here in the middle somewhere. And then I think there's one up in that window, or comes out or does a patrol where they come out and kind of walk over that way. Then there's one off there. You see that person over there. I think that's the dog walker. Oh yeah. Spicy. But yeah, dropping the guy and the dog at the beginning. Hey, what's happening, Mr. Chicken? Chicken! Chicken good. Chicken good. Always reminds me of... Okay, see, yeah, he's the guy that's the variable. He comes walking out that door, then he's going to go back up and walk and look out that window. And the dog walker's going to come over this way. So we can probably pinch the dog walker. See him over there now? We can probably pinch the dog walker, but they're going to be discovered at that point. Fifth element, bro, for sure.
What is it? What you smell, boy?
Okay, so the dog's onto our scent. That might have actually worked out really well for us. Let's see. We might be burned, but I don't think we are, because I think we got both of them at the edge. They're far enough away, so the one guy right there don't see. And I don't see the guy that comes out the front door freaking out. Now we got another guy in play over there. Like I said, there's at least probably about 15 in this sequence here. We've dropped 2 so far and 2 dogs. We got 1 shot left in our silencer. That's good though, because the dogs were a real threat. Now the next set of dogs I don't think will come into play until we get to the right a little bit more. And then they'll come into play. So I might go down to that house over there across the way, that corner, and kind of work around that way. Kind of chip away, work my way up the street. That's a good murder house. It's got a couple different little spots in it that are really effective. Oh, nice. Let me get some bullets off there. Oh, look at it. That was a smart person. That's all sorts of brains on the wall right there. Brains. I love how badass Ellie is, dude. She's so freaking tough, dude. Don't fuck around with Ellie, man. She's gonna whoop your ass. Alright, so we can definitely make another silencer at this point. We could also craft a health kit, but we're gonna hold off on that in case we use a Molotov for now. We still got 2 health kits, and we'll probably find a health kit. I hate making health kits, because you do find them. And, like, I only make them when I have, like, everything full. Now, I think we probably, since we clipped the dog over there, can go over here and get this person that's... And whenever we think we're about to get burned, we want to get low in this grass. Grass is definitely good for the concealment factor. And we should see a person coming in here at some point on some type of route. There we are. Let's see, so what they're going to do, she's going to come to that door and stand there. And then walk back in. Oh, she's coming all the way over towards us. Interesting. We're going to go for it. Fortune favors the brave, luck favors the bold.
Shut it. Can't take the fuck.
Alright. There's another one down. It's one of the things I've kind of talked about. So there's one back in play over there. It's kind of like peeling an onion. You know, you start getting into. I think that one had a dog. It looked like they were walking a dog. You start getting in through the layers, and as you kind of like take a couple of them out, you kind of open up the ability to stealth a couple more of them out. You know? What we need to get is a nice melee weapon, something we can start cracking them in the head with if they get up close on us. Now, one goes under there, huh? So somebody just walked through there. Okay. See all sorts of drawers to search and stuff. Oh, you got the 11QL? Nice, dude. That thing's a monster, dude. I love when that thing fires, dude. 11QL is a tier 10 premium tank from the Chinese line that they just put out in World of Tanks. Freaking badass tank. It's got like a dragon head on its gun. And when you fire, dude, it like launches out like a flame. It looks like the M1 Abrams firing. Me and Chicken, we play a lot of World of Tanks. Chicken's a beast. Hey, Craig, thanks for the sub, bro. I'm sorry that I didn't see it initially, man. Awesome, bro. Thank you so much. Okay, so we got this one in play right here. And they're just kind of sauntering through. We might catch them on their next saunter through. So they come walking through. That means a lot, bro. Thank you, man. So they're going to come sauntering through. And if we hit them with a silent pistol shot, we only got one silent pistol shot left, and we're going to have to replace our silencer. It's alright, though. Could also go with an arrow. Arrow's a little bit trickier, especially since they're going to be walking kind of towards us. I think we wait for them to come back around again on this route, and we kind of just clip them. We might be able to sneak around and give them the sticky stacky, too. Well, if we... This could get us burned right here, but if they come around, we could get burned through that opening right there. It's possible. Hey, welcome back, Jordan. Okay, so he's coming around again. See, I think we can get this one, just use our knife on this guy and save ourselves some whammo here. Does his little crazy Ivan maneuver.
Just shut up. Okay, take it easy.
Kind of walk him over to the corner here. You can't keep him too long like that. You can't hold him forever. Ooh, and he brought us a machete. Nice. We got the machete. That's good. If shit breaks loose and we got to start chopping people, that's my favorite weapon in the game for melee fighting. And tip about the machete, like you can see the uses you got on it. So we got 6 uses where we can use it at least six times, and there's a 7th use that's blotted out. But we could use it like 5 times before it breaks, and then we could repair it, upgrade it, and get like another 6 or 7 uses out of it. So that's probably how we'll treat the machete. We won't upgrade it just yet because we still got a bunch of good uses out of it, but we will at a certain point. Let's see what we got right here. Ooh, pistol bullets. Yay! We love bullets. Bullets, bullets, bullets. Now, I would still say there's probably at least eight people in this part of the neighborhood still just in this sequence. But we did a good job in kind of chipping them down. There's one right there. We've kind of made it so we can kind of move around here a little bit. Now, if they go aggro, all bets are going to be off like that. Once they discover a body, or once we're... Oh, okay, so there's a guy in play down there, too. There's several. There's several different difficulty settings. I'm on moderate right here, right now. The hardest being grounded. There's a grounded difficulty. I did that one a couple weeks ago. It's quite a challenge. The difficulty's not so much as more enemies, as the enemies do more damage. You get less resources, a lot less bullets, so you got to do a lot more stealth. And they do more damage to you, and they're a little bit more, I would say, aggro. They're a little bit more quick to hear you or see you, like longer view ranges and better sound detection. So we got a guy in play over here, and we got this one walking over there. All right, so what we're going to do is go back up to the house and work our way through the houses. See if we can then drop our way down there. Yeah, I'm on moderate right now. This playthrough for me is all about maxing out all my equipment, and then I just wanted to talk about the game with everybody. You know, I'd gone through it so many times solo where I hadn't broadcast it, and I just think it's, you know, I read some of the initial press and stuff and some of the initial, you know, people's blogs and stuff, and because I love the first Last of Us. I absolutely recommend you play the first Last of Us if you haven't. It's an incredible game, and so I was a little nervous after, you know, hearing different people's opinions. And then once I played it for myself, I'm like, this is one of the fucking greatest games I've ever played in my life. And I've been gaming for 37 years, and you know, I if I like a game, I play a game. You know, and that's my whole thing. And I kind of wanted to really get good at this game. And I'm not saying I am good, because I still feel like I watch other people's streams and I'm like, dude, those guys are so much freaking better than me. So I know I still have a lot of room to grow and stuff, but I love it and I'm passionate about it, and it's a game that I find really enjoyable, really well done. I love Ellie. I love seeing how she's developed as a character. I love the stealth aspects of the game. I love the brutality of the game. I love the heart of the game. Make sure you check under the bed right here, guys. Some beds, when you can check under them, and you can hide under those too if you have to hide from somebody. Sometimes the enemies will see you though, so be careful. Don't always think just because you're under the bed you're safe. Collector's item right there. Okay, so we're burned. I think she found his body at this point.
It's Jorge! What? Someone took him out. We got company! I want every building in the area searched. Shit.
Oh yeah, it's a fantastic game, my friend. It is solid. So now they're aggro, and you can tell by the music. Now they're in play. They're gonna bring a dog into play. What we're gonna do is kind of back off, since they're kind of aggro to that house. It won't stop them from searching for us. Now they're in search mode, but it'll let us kind of pick the battlefield. And I expected that. I didn't really think we'd even make it that far and still be kind of stealth. I knew at some point, because they were walking a lot of overlapping patterns. So for me, it's just kind of all about trying to keep the combat at my pace. You don't want to ever get surrounded by too many of them. You know, once the humans surround you, you know, they start closing in, you can really start consuming and burning through resources and stuff. We're going to go over back to this couch right here. I like this couch for, like, murder couch fun. I feel like this couch right here gives you some good perspective. If they come in, you can move around the couch to grab them. If they go, you know, up the stairs, you can move up the stairs to grab them. And I would say there's probably at least 5 still in play. We've done a good job, though, of thinning the herd and also kind of taking them out in different areas. We could also use this bottle if we need to kind of try to bring them where we want them. Something's going to come around our thing, though. I can hear from the footsteps from my headset. Sounds like somebody's above us, maybe going to come down this stairwell. Objective is just to kind of move on to the next spot, but to do it where we don't get...
I think that was her.
Shit.
I'll check it out.
Well, at least they didn't get burned on that. Let's go to crafting this
Kevin,
up.
you got anything?
Got nothing.
Oh, they got a dog in play above us too. That's gonna be tricky. You can hear them coming down the stairs. Yep, there they are.
Anyone see her? The hell did she go? Don't let her escape.
Not getting much luck with my Molotovs today. Okay, so we're gonna go back up the stairs and try to clip her. Something sees us. Something kind of passing glimpse of us.
Anyone got a visual on her?
Good spot to clear.
Man.
I want to know where the dog's at. Dog's what makes me nervous.
House is empty.
Back on the stairwell, I think another one's coming up.
How the hell?
On both sides.
We lost another one. Find where she's hiding.
Got at least two in play out front over here. The old machete. Ooh, somebody's in hot pursuit.
Yeah, got it! In that house!
Ooh, burned by the couch. I live with 13. Alright, now we want to fix our machete. Because we got one use left on the machete, and if we craft it right now with the upgrade, we'll get a shitload more uses out of it. So now our... Yep. Oh, the machete's brutal. I'm kind of pissed at myself because I wasted a lot of ammo on that guy that was on fire. Man, you know, just gotta let it go. We'll find a bunch of ammo. Yeah, I know. I hate killing the dogs too, bro. And you know what's funny? You're really gonna get to know the dogs, and you're gonna see a different perspective on the dogs in this game. It's even like the people you kill. It's like the people that this whole game's about that we're hunting down. And you can catch my last broadcast. It's totally archived on my Twitch channel, guys. You can see how we got to this point and stuff because we're like a day into the game. But you can see what happened, like why we're here, why we're doing what we're doing. I told you there was a lot in play in this area. If you think how many we've dropped in that house alone right now, I mean, we probably dropped about 6 in that house, and there's still people searching. It's just one of those areas. And once they get aggroed, like once they know you're around, they're not going to back off. They're going to keep coming till they're all dead, or you're dead. But we ain't dying. No, no, no. We are not dying. It's going to be them. If it's coming down to between them and us, it's going to be them. go? Oh, there she is. There's one over there still, too.
Hey.
Yeah. There's usually a certain amount in each area, and then you'll kind of get to another area. But this area right here is one of the most populated spots where you'll come across a lot of humans. I would still say there's probably at least 2 in play in this area right here. I think we're good on dogs for the most part. We will encounter some more dogs. But,
Does anyone see her?
like, as you can hear the guy, they're still searching for it. There's at least 2 in play because they're talking to each other. There we go. Which way is he gonna look? Let's go that way. Who's left? He's down there. Okay. That it? Oh no! Somebody with a shotgun.
Don't let her get away!
Alright, so one rifle guy is left, it looks like. He took a shellacking right
How'd you get away?
there. Oh, nope, at least 2
She
people
can't have gone
left.
far.
That's why I told you, this spot, man, this is one of those spots where you just encounter people after people, man. So we know there's at least one guy still with a gun. Alright, so there's still one more person around here. Maybe a dog. I think I just heard a dog wolf. Oh. Let's find them and take them out, whatever's left. And Jordan, if you're playing this like on regular, there's a way to have a radar on. And the radar the radar will let you kind of look through walls. It'll help you better position where these guys are all at. I think we're good. I think we cleared it. Whew, that was a lot of combat, man. There were freaking people everywhere. They're coming out of the bushes and shit. But hey, they're all dead now. Oh, man. All right, so we're going to do a quick once-over just to kind of make sure that if there's any resources just like this, just to kind of, you know, so we got our resources, kind of try to replenish any ammo if we can find any. Overall, not too bad. Let's go ahead and craft another silencer for our gun. So next stealth sequence, we'll have a brand new silencer for it. And we did pretty good, you know? I mean, there's never a right or wrong way. Hell, you can go through the whole thing guns blazing if you want, you know? It's really up to you. I always try to save some ammo because, you know, it's like you get from one spot to the next spot to the next spot. So the more you can do with your knife, the better. Let's see how much. Got 3 uses left on our machete. God, that makes me think of that badass movie with Danny Trejo. That movie's so badass. He actually owns a restaurant up in L.A. I went to his restaurant maybe about a year ago. It's great. The one night I went there, though, he wasn't there. I was totally hoping he was going to be there. I was going to get an autograph. Or ask for an autograph, not necessarily get one. You never know if you're going to get one. But been a big fan of his all the way back to Dusk Till Dawn and Desperado, man. Old school Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez films that were awesome. Okay, it's going to kind of... Ooh, pistol ammo. Yay! That's what we want. We want the whammo. Gotta have that whammo. It's kind of replace what we used. How's it going, Victor? It's hello to you, my friend. Just chilling, playing some. Oh yeah, I'm a huge Trejo fan. He's awesome. All right, we got some more ammo here. Hey, there we go. See, that's why I don't build the first aid kits, because you'll find them every once in a while. So now our first aid's filled back up. Let's go ahead and craft the Molotov. Love the Molotovs, and they're super useful for dealing with stronger infected.
Let's check around here. Why are there so many squads getting pulled in for one trespasser?
Because of the fucking school and the TV station.
I thought that was scars.
I think these trespassers might be working with them. Don't drop your guard.
They found him. Should we go help?
No.
Usually, if you hit them right in the head, usually headshots are kill shots. 90% of the time. Okay, so we got a dog in play over there. Shit. Kind of closing in on us, too. Alright, so what we're going to do is toss a bottle.
Ambush! Ambush! Think it came from back there!
I don't restart the checkpoints often, but I think we can do that a lot better.
Let's check around here.
There's so many squads getting pulled in for one trespasser.
Take them out.
School and the TV station.
That was scars.
I think these trespassers might be working with them. Don't drop your guard.
They found him. Should we go help? No, she's... Damn it! Fucking ambush!
We got the dog and the dog walker right there at that. Satisfying. That's another thing I love about this game, the sandbox style gameplay where you can like go, you know, I didn't like how that last fight went. Let's try a different way. So we still got 2 in play. You know what we haven't used this whole time? So sub. This thing's pretty sweet. It gets all over the place, so you kind of really want to center it on their head.
Oh God, Ashley!
But it's totally silent. It's the one weapon, like each of the characters, because you know there's a whole nother character in this game too, Jordan. You get to play as a character called Abby, and she's got different weapons and a different kind of play style, which is really cool too. And we're going to get to her in the next couple broadcasts. So I do want to try to go through this game completely. You know, it's just fun to talk with you guys and see what you all think about the game. And let's see if we can get us a nice boat kill. Yeah, no, that gun, it's you want to get close, you want to center mass it on their head, and hope for the best. Oh yeah, This game's not like your typical survival horror game in like, you know, like 5 to 8 hours or 2 to 3 hours, you know, if you're like really good at it, or an hour and a half. This game's usually about a 40-hour game, so there's a lot of gameplay going on. It's one of the things that it's like, I just love it. It feels like there's so much love in this game. So much love as I slice her throat and stab them and stuff. But there are moments though of like tender moments. So it's like a mix where you see these moments where Ellie's so hard, and then like a moment later you see where like she's comforting Dina and stuff. Oh yeah. When you like wherever, let's see where they hit that IED at. Like, I mean, you look where they hit that IED, and you usually, the dog hit it first, so there ain't even anything left of the dog, but it's still enough to kill the dog handler. And let's go ahead and craft those and replace those. Definitely keep those. I always try to keep up on stuff. That's why I'm always collecting the resources. You know, you use the resources, then you collect more resources. We're going to get into a sequence, though, coming up where it's not going to be a stealth sequence. It's going to be, sometimes in this game, you're going to have fight sequences, and we're getting close to one of those where it's going to be a straight-up street fight type situation. We got to move Dog.
Nothing yet. What the fuck is going on with these trespassers? On the line to find out.
Okay, so that looks like that one. It looks like we got both of them without repercussions. I mean, they're already on alert, so as long as they're not just zeroing in on our spot.
Our dog's dead!
I think that's about the 5th dog we've encountered. Yeah, that's number 5.
Whoa! Spotted! Wait! Over here! He ran into that house!
Tried to get fancy and use the bow, and I got my ass
Don't
whooped.
let her escape.
Nobody makes us bleed our own blood. Come to mama.
Quiet.
If that guy stayed elevated. I think he did. I think he's still on the roof over there. Alright, well, we'll just switch around there. We got our rifle with our 6x scope. Yeah, it's still up there. Alright. Something's still in play though around here. Use the stair hand plug. Oh yeah, no.
Over here! By the fence!
So this part they know you're in here.
Smoke her out!
They're gonna come in with melee weapons, and it can get pretty spicy. So I kind of like a gunfighter position. One will come in with a gun.
Stop her!
Oh, dude, nothing left. Get out of here. Fuck you both. We blew off both those dudes' heads. That was freaking rad. That was so rad. We got somebody with a gun in play around here too. They might have lost our position in the smoke. Yeah, they send in those guys to come in and stuff. Yeah, Band-Aid. Somebody sew that guy's head back on. Where's the other person? Oh, there's somebody still in play around. And where'd that guy drop that hand axe? Because we're ready to take that and make that our hand axe. Yeah, you see, he don't even got a head anymore. That completely blew off the head. That guy lost his head completely and his arm. That's what I mean. I love the visceralness of this game's rad, but one of those guys had an axe. That dog keeps freaking me out. But I don't think it's in play. I think it's on the other side of that fence. Alright, well then, if we can't get the axe, let's grab this guy's baseball bat. Oh no, our machete's still got 3 uses. We'll stick with that then. Oh, there she is. I knew you were around the center, you son of a bitch. Friday the 13th, dude. Jason would be proud. I watched that the other day. I hadn't watched that in years. They did a Friday the 13th marathon. I was dying laughing. Alright, so now we'll go with the baseball bat as our melee. Let's see, let's get on that pistol. Fill all our stuff. Control locked and loaded. Always want to make sure you load up your guns after firing them off. Music's still going loud though, so someone's still in play around here.
Trespasser in here! Help!
Oh, it's nice of her to bring us another machete. Yay! We got a machete.
Go! Go! Don't let him escape!
We got them surrounded! Close in!
And now we get reunited with an old friend. I'm on moderate difficulty. I already did my grounded playthrough. That was spicy enough. I might play through grounded sometime again, but I mean I got the trophy for it, so I'm like, I don't know.
Let you do this on your own.
Yeah, I did grounded. It was intense.
She's safe.
I'm doing this playthrough to
What kind of sick?
to max out all my guns and equipment, and just to chat about the game with people.
Christ, there's a lot
Yeah,
of that.
grounded's a whole nother experience, dude. It's like, oh, it's like no ammo, no equipment.
Hey, how hurt are you?
I'll be okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Your friends
You
out
know,
there rushed
have
me.
fun, use the weapons.
No warning, no nothing.
Tell me you didn't come alone.
Give me shit about it later.
I still try to stealth it out whenever
you know that,
possible. You know, but yeah, you get a lot more freedom.
See that truck?
For me, grounded was all about prepping Abby for the Rat King and
We need to get some
prepping
new
Ellie for the fight at the end of chapter 3 in the arcade with the two with the bloater in the arcade. That was
Be smart about it.
that was like how grounded for me went.
Trespasser.
I got the one on the left. Shit again?
We need more guys by the fucking walls.
Preach into the choir, man.
Maybe try that house.
Yeah.
Got anything?
Oh yeah, the runners. Yeah, that whole part is
Charlotte?
just a nar sequence.
Hey,
Ooh, bullets.
come on, this isn't funny.
Oh shit.
love how you and Jesse, like with you and Dina, just kind of tag team. Ooh, Jesse went right up under the rib, dude, for the finisher. Nice.
Everything all right?
It's good.
Got the keys. Hey, let's go. Fun.
Let's go ahead and take our silencer off at this point.
What the hell's going on, people? Let's go.
Okay. Give it some gas.
I am.
More. Jesse, get us the fuck out of here!
I'm trying. Jesus.
Watch out! Get the tires!
Hang on.
Yeah, get some of that.
Go, go! That one!
Keep going.
I need a clear shot! Keep it steady!
Ellie, take out the driver.
Look out!
Oh, I'm sure it couldn't get any scarier. No worries, we'll be totally fine. Oh shit, here comes the infected.
You gotta be kidding. Come on.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Woo! Oh my word.
Oh god!
That sequence, you know, that's where it totally reminds me of Naughty Dog's other great game, Drake's Fortune. I mean, they have lots of great games, but Drake's Fortune is one of my favorite franchises, and the car scene there, it reminds me of some of the scenes out of The Fortune.
You okay?
Never better.
I think we're in the clear. Here, come on.
Yeah, they're not so much as zombies as the again with the first game. But I mean, yeah, they're monster like, but it's a fungal infection in this game. It's based off of an actual real fungus that's in the Amazon, and what happens is this fungus infects insects, and like ants in a hive will see one ant acting kind of strange, and they'll carry it back into the hive, and then the fungus blasts out of its head and infects the whole hive. And it's actually a real thing. And so it's explained a little bit in the first game, but basically the cordyceps infection jumped between animals to humans. And I mean, we've seen that this year, you know, in real life with the COVID-19. That originated in a bat, and then a snake ate a bat, and like somehow it went from a bat to a snake to a human. And so mutation and transmission like that is possible. So I like though that they use that like mycinoid, that like cordyceps style virus. But yeah, it's not like a typical zombie. Like where, but but it is. You're right though. It is kind of zombie-esque because if you get bit, you get infected like a zombie. Or if you breathe the spores, you get infected.
So when'd you leave Jackson?
Day after you.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's... But yeah, well, you know... I just don't want to be like, oh, you know, it's another zombie game, because it's really clever how they did it. You know, how they made the enemy and how it overwhelmed humanity, and how actually that type of infection is real. It's out there. It happens in the Amazon, and luckily as humans we haven't ever seen it. Go to us. Yeah, but I mean it's there.
I mean, I forget my own birthday if she didn't remind me when it was.
You should just apologize to her.
I just said. Okay.
But I hear you,
What's
Victor.
going on?
I'm always trying to like,
Why?
give
when you're off.
give my
Got some stuff on my
perspective.
mind.
My 2 cents.
You let me know if you want to talk about it.
Okay.
Got stragglers.
I love
many?
where they show like how
Just a handful.
badass Tommy is as a sniper. Well, okay, and that's a great question there, Jordan. We'll see, and you'll see it a little bit more in the first broadcast, and also as we get farther in the game, they're going to explain
You
it
wanna give it a
too.
whirl?
But basically, Dina, who's
sure?
Ellie's girlfriend,
I'm feeling
was
generous.
Jesse's girlfriend first, and Jesse is the father of Dina's baby, and so there's a little bit of a I mean, it's just kind of like how life is, It's kind of
Good way to draw them out of wherever they're hiding.
This is a great sniper sequence too in the game, where it's going to kind of get you used to the sniping. There's a great sniper sequence in the first game too. Okay, so we're a little
Make sure
high,
to compensate for the bullet drop.
so we got to go like right here.
Road to your side.
There we go. And that's going to lure out the
you go.
infected. This is a great sniper sequence, so I love that they have these. That
Sounds
they put
attracting them.
in the first game. They had a
we're on
magnificent
patrol.
sniper sequence too with
clear 'em
Joel.
out.
With that 50 cal that's like mounted in the window. Okay, so we got to kind of plan for bullet drop. But yeah, there's so much heart and soul in this game, and you'll see a lot of it like in my first. If you go to my first broadcast, it's archived on Twitch. It's like a 5-hour broadcast. About halfway through it, like when Ellie plays the guitar for Dina,
There you go.
it's amazing.
See if you know.
Gotcha.
The sniping,
I
those
like this thing.
fantastic, and you'll see like what an amazing sniper Tommy is just a little later, and how they develop all the characters. Like you'll start out and you'll be like, dude, those guys are jerks, but by the end of this game, you're going to be rooting for the jerks. It's magnificent.
That's all of them. Usually more over this way if you want to keep shooting.
Okay. Where are they coming from?
Hordes like to move through.
I
this
was
area in the
too.
winter.
I was too.
They always end
Like
up leaving behind
I
a
think
few
there were a few
stragglers.
times I threw Abby
the
off a
same
cliff
routes
on
every year.
purpose in the game, or
Like a
charged her
migration.
right into a group of infected. But by the end, I understood.
When the barometric pressure reaches a certain temperature, shit, I don't fucking know. Check out.
I
the
love
shed.
how they
Looks like they're
they
moving
did it
downhill.
too.
Why?
I feel like I can't wait. I kind of wonder if they're going to do more story DLC at any point, or if we're just going to have to wait till Last of Us 3. But I can't wait to see what they do with these characters, because it's like I was kind of talking in my first broadcast. They become like more than just video game characters. This game's got so much heart and soul. It's like you love these
I'm
guys.
counting 3.
You're like invested in them.
Oh, yeah.
You're a natural. Spotting 2 still.
The voice acting's incredible. Some of the best voice actors in the business.
What you think?
I'm impressed. Looks clear. Bet there's some this way. There's something by the ski lift.
Yeah, exactly.
Look way out there.
Exactly,
One of those
Victor.
guns.
Like
By
30,
that tower.
37 years of gaming, and the stuff that they now these guys are way out there, and the stuff that they can convey now and the messages and how far everything's come is it's magnificent. Yeah, this is tricky shooting right here. Ooh, we got one.
What you think?
Beautiful. A handful more.
I love seeing these games though.
No rush.
Seeing
You'll
all
find
that they can develop and.
You're really getting it. A couple more out there.
Oh, come on.
Well done.
There's the last one right there. And even the name, like The Last of Us, it's like there's so much in
Try
that.
again.
I absolutely recommend though playing the first one, but you can totally
I like
get
how fall
remastered.
smells. That dried leaf.
I think also
I have to
maybe
tell
a
Joel about
prequel
this.
would be something
No, I'm not
interesting to
seeing
see,
it
like
anymore.
Joel and Tommy's like first
Yeah, me
like
neither.
18 years of survival.
All right. Let's head in. See if Joel's
Agreed.
Sure.
And that's another reason why I wanted to broadcast this, was because it was nice to talk with people that feel that passion about it. You know, that's like, you know, playing it by
Never
myself
over.
and I'm sitting here thinking,
Yeah,
you know,
thanks for
I
that.
love Halo, I
just
love
what I needed.
Resident Evil,
Sure.
you know, and
Ladies
but
first.
this is a game that I want to share with my friends that maybe don't, you know, have a PlayStation
I'm
or
not supposed to say
you know
anything.
haven't ever
Joel's
heard of
worried
it
about you.
or seen it. And there's gonna be a TV
nothing to
show
worry
coming
about.
on HBO
Well, I'm
for
sure
it,
there isn't.
and
But
that
if you don't talk to
I'm
him,
excited. I can't
he's
wait
gonna
to see
think
what they do in a
something's
TV show for
I'd
this.
talk to him.
Well, you have to do more than hi and bye.
Okay, I will try.
At ease, fellas.
And like you're saying with the flashbacks, you see Ellie, like the first flashback where she's a little bit younger and Joel takes her on her birthday to the Natural History Museum. And now Ellie's getting a little bit older. You know, Tommy takes
was
her
y'all
out
shooting out there, right?
sniping.
Oh, just some stragglers.
You know, she's coming into her
Ellie got to
own.
try out my scope.
How'd you like it?
Yeah, feels good.
I see you haven't gotten around to changing the strings yet.
I like
didn't
this
know I was
part. She's
supposed to.
like, I'm supposed to change the strings?
Yeah, we'll get you some new ones.
Well, there's that music store down there. I bet they got guitar stuff.
Exactly, Victor. Dude, my father
I mean, that
walked
area's
by,
long
and he's
overdue for a sweet
71, and
banquet.
he's not big into gaming. And he was watching,
keep
and he's
watch.
like, "That's a game?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Where's
I'm
that
like,
kiddo?
"Dude, I'm taking out these guys," and he was like, he goes, I had no idea you play video games
that's
like
so
that."
cute.
And I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Are you sure you don't want to come?
Get on now. He's waiting.
I'll tell you, this sequence we're coming up on in the hotel, that was, dude, this sequence up ahead had me raging on Grounded. We're gonna get there in a little bit,
Just look out.
but it was so
I'm
spicy.
just making sure I have everything.
You definitely want to search around here, especially if you're taking this on the harder modes, because you're gonna want to get every bullet you can get, because you don't have all your gear at this point, because you're like in a flashback. So
Maybe you don't need any strings. Sounds just fine to me.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful.
oh yeah, that was a great sequence too. All right, so we're gonna kind of collect.
Hey,
up.
what's this savage starlight doing here?
Pretty sure that's Joel's.
You know, I've been wondering the same thing, if that was the same lodge. I think it could be. I definitely think it could be.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
On me, kiddo. So, you and Tommy cross anything when you was out?
Just the few we saw from the ridge. You?
You know, found 2 runners in a house. Jesse tells me you're handling your own quite well on the group patrols. He's even recommending you for paired patrols. Well, I think you're still a bit young for it.
I'm a better shot than almost all of them.
I think so.
And I have more experience than most of the new recruits
Look,
who've...
if you think you're ready...
Dude, the hotel part was...
Okay. Thanks.
You just do me a favor and start with the shorter routes for now. You know, see how you handle them.
All right.
Hey, you remember those, Savage Starlight comic books that you're into?
Yeah?
Tommy and I found some when we were moving through that school the other day.
Did you like them?
Well, you know what? It's not really my cup of tea, but... Dr. Daniela Starr, I mean, she's pretty...
She's a savage.
Well, what she does to Captain Ryan in that death match... Whew.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely deserved it, but...
That was a nice twist how they escaped, though.
Man, the graphics are beautiful. The light shining through the trees. Leaves falling off the trees. Just seeing like a little insect fly here or there. It's amazing how strong these systems are. And I'm excited, man, because we're about to get, you know, we're getting into where we're going to see some new systems coming up. And I just love seeing how far these games have gone.
Hey, Shimmer, don't get into trouble.
There's that music store.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, bro, I will have that. As soon as they put it out, I'll be like, take my money!
You need a boost?
I got it. I don't think we can go this way.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Craig. Wow, guys. That's awesome, man. You didn't have to do that, bro. You man. You're too good to me, my friend.
Okay,
That's awesome, though. Thank you so much.
Well, if you're up for it, we can try cutting through that hotel.
I'm up for it.
You know, the first time broadcasting back in 2015, and I was playing, oh man, Alien Isolation, you know, and we were all just talking about what a scary game it was. And I was like, dude, that's what I want to do. I want to broadcast, and I want to have these moments where, you know, everybody can be like, you know, giving their thoughts and talking about what they like about the game. And man, 5 years, I have no regrets being on here and just meeting so many great people.
Oh, that might be something.
Having so much fun gaming and playing so many great games.
Think you can fit in there?
Well, it's worth a shot.
Careful now.
Yep. I'm through. Hold on.
All right.
Dude, it is. It's freaking terrifying. Alien Isolation. Dude, that game is PP Pants City, bro. Just wait till we get to the Rat King on this game, dude. Oh my god.
See anything?
Oh.
Looking.
There's some spots coming up real soon right here that are gonna woo!
Well, hello.
Did you have a bloater get a hold of you and like ripped your freaking face off? Dude. Like, oh my god.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is definitely a spot, though, guys. On a serious note, if you're playing on the harder difficulties and you're in this hotel, make sure you search out every bit of equipment you can get, every bit of ammo you can get, because there are some hard sequences coming up.
This place is giving me the creeps.
And don't forget about bottles and your knife. Like, you know, if you hit an enemy in the face with a bottle, you can often knife it in the case of runners.
But we got spores. Put your mask on.
Do I have to? It's just us.
What if we run into someone?
Okay, fine.
You gotta be smart about this. You start wearing that mask, kiddo, and eventually you're gonna slip up in front of someone you shouldn't.
I've never slipped.
You ain't told nobody new, have you? Not Jesse, Dina.
Of course not.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah, and then when she told her when they were having like their intimate moment in the grow room, and then Dina like played it off like what the hell? But then yeah, no, yeah, that was a great part.
You just patrol the streets. Feeling like a bit of an oversight now.
I love Dina's character in this, the voice acting, the emotion she brings. It's just great. And then, you know, in the voice acting, like this, the voice acting is so clever. Like when she tells Ellie she's pregnant and goes, "Don't worry, it's not yours." Like the humor, there's some great humor moments too. It's just a great game, man. It's one of those games that, you know, I feel like I wish that it was like universally on all systems, so like my friends over on Xbox could try it. But I understand, you know, too, that it's a badass exclusive. You know, it's just, like the Final Fantasy remake, man. What an amazing game that is. I can't wait till we get the rest of that.
Looks like it was shot a while back.
When did the last patrol go through here?
Not sure.
Is it one of us?
Only people went missing from Jackson and them teenagers from last year. This one's too old.
You know, one of the things I was talking about too, Victor, that because you played so much of it, you'll understand. I was kind of explaining earlier how, like, when you read the letters and stuff, often you'll see what happened to the people that wrote the letters, you know? And I think that's, like, super cool because it kind of, it's kind of hard to describe, but it feels like it makes the experience where you're experiencing it and other people are experiencing it. And then you're following in like the footsteps of people that went through the area ahead of you. This sequence right here, man. This one took me for a ride doing this one. Alright, so I like to craft a Molotov. And again, there's no right or wrong way to do this, guys. It's just about whatever is fun for you. But yeah, this is definitely a tricky sequence coming up. And remember, if you kill these runners too close to each other, the other runners will detect it. So like, even if I snuck up on that runner and bushwhacked him, that runner that's not really paying attention would detect it. So you kind of got to try to watch the spacing on these guys. Craft up a couple Molotovs. And if we have to, we'll... You can also, just like with a bottle where you stagger these guys and stab them, you can stagger these guys with bullets too, and then do a stabber finisher on them a lot of times. I want to catch this guy when he goes back for that door. Right here. When he goes back for that door, we're going to grab this guy. So he's not far enough away from that one. Should be able to grab him. Try to walk this guy a little bit away from that guy. That other guy over there that's in play.
Infected on the right.
Yeah. Hey, Bloodface Pig, how you doing, bud? Yeah, the hotel. This one almost broke me when I was on freaking Grounded. This spot was tough. A lot of running, a lot of trying to make a Molotov get as many people as possible. The way the enemies do the crazy Ivans too, man, they're brutal. I'm on moderate. I'm on moderate right now. Oh man, I don't know if I'd have the heart to do it on do a broadcast on on Grounded and be like, oh, here I am raging again. I was watching a girl stream the other day and she was doing Grounded on permadeath, and I'm like, you are so brave. And she went far too. She lasted about 4 hours, man. I was like, dude, I was most impressed. You know, I got a question for you guys that you might be able to answer for me. So, do you got to turn your radar back on after playing Grounded?
We did it.
Because I don't have my radar anymore, like where you can see through the walls and all that. So I was wondering, is that like a setting in options or something?
Yeah, you too. So, what do you say we give up on those strings for today?
Could have said it better myself.
She made it to, the other day in the stream, she made it to like, she got to like, I would say, like the just past the school, and then she got killed by the clicker that was in the coffee shop just past the auto repair shop. And it was funny because she goes, well, I'm gonna try to take this clicker out, and everybody was like, don't do it, like in chat we're like, no, and then boom, it got her. We're like, no, you got so far. She, you know what? She was actually pretty graceful about it, you know? She's like, oh, well, I did my best.
That looks like it might be something.
So, I just learned something new there. So, if you don't get detected by any of those guys, then you go through this spot without the second fight happening? Because usually you have that big long fight right there where you have all the guys dropping in from the ceiling and stuff. I mean, I had to do it when I went through on normal, so I guess if you don't get detected, you don't have to do that fight. Oh. Dude, this part right here. Oh, shit. Love Joel. Joel's so boss. Dude, those bloaters, so freaky. Just come right through the wall. not looking. I love the dodge that they put in this game. The dodge is solid. Whoa. That thing gets a hold of you, it's game over. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh no! Ah, no! Oh, Joel to the rescue! I love you, Joel! I thought I was dead meat, dude. I thought that thing was gonna freaking peel my head back like a banana. Oh, oh shit.
That was too close.
Sure.
Oh,
We fucking
Joel's
did it.
Joel's the best. Oh, yeah.
You good?
I don't know. I think if it gets you too soon, it kills you. But yeah, I think if you've done enough damage to it, Joel will finish that
I want to get out of
sequence
here.
with the machete. Yeah, I think if it grabs you right off the start, it'll just rip your head off. But if you put enough damage onto it, I'm pretty sure Joel finishes it there. Grab this ammo. It was one of the greatest, the way they did that with the first Last of Us, the way they told the story, and that's a game I got to broadcast in here again. I broadcasted a while back, but I got to do a full playthrough on it sometime.
There's like 2 bloaters back there.
But
it'll be fine.
The way they developed the camaraderie between Joel and Ellie, and where at first he's kind of like, what, you know, like it's just a kid that I'm supposed to smuggle, and but you know, also like, you know, you see how he's developed with the death of Sarah, his daughter, and stuff. It's just it's fantastic. Though
Jesse and Dina are gonna lose their shit when they hear about this.
Let's deal with them two anyway. They're dating, right?
On and off. Why?
I hear the way Jesse talks about you.
No, Jesse and I are just friends.
Pretty keen eye for these sort of things.
Not so keen with this one.
We'll see.
Don't hold your breath.
That's pretty funny right there, because he's telling her, you know, Jesse's got the hots for you, and she's like, man, I don't think so.
Think you can squeeze through there? See what it is?
Yeah. Okay.
Ellie!
Oh, I forgot about that part, dude. I just thought I was gonna die.
Thanks.
I was like, oh shit.
Hey, Joel. I think it's them. The couple that ran away last year.
I think you're right.
Jackson is a wonderful place, but we got tired of hearing the stories of people suffering everywhere else. We wanted to save lives. We had good intentions. We didn't make it an hour before running into a horde. Now we're bitten. We've decided we're gonna end our lives instead of turning. Please tell our family and friends that we're sorry. Love, Adam and Sydney. I shot her. I can't take my own life. I'm a fucking coward.
Dude, it's so dramatic.
Only they were immune, right?
Well, let's go get Tommy and we can get these bodies back to Jackson. Yeah.
After you took me out of the Firefly Hospital, you said there were dozens of people like me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they told me.
I've never met another immune person before. Have you?
I could be hiding it. You do.
Do you believe that?
Is now really the time for this?
We traveled across the entire country to bring me to the Fireflies. I had so many questions for them. Why did you pull me out of there while I was still unconscious?
Because I let them run their tests. And when I saw that they were useless, I got us out of there.
How do you know they were useless? Maybe if you just would have given them more time, they could have figured something out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Joel reminds me of my Uncle Rick, dude.
No cure.
Like where he could be like your best friend, but when he's pissed, like, damn, get out of his way.
I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. But they ain't.
That's why I'd like to see a prequel, you know, with Joel and Tommy kind of like with the, like, all the, like, stuff they had to do to survive, you know? Because it makes it sound like they were, like, bad guys, basically, you know?
No.
Like, how they got to Boston and stuff, and, like, what happened after they left Texas, and all... Yeah, and then it would be interesting, too, because maybe some stuff from a prequel setup from back to those days could be for characters that were maybe used in the third game when they do it. I mean, you know, and I'm just a simple guy, man. You know, I make, you know, omelets and cook French fries and stuff. You know, that's what I do. I'm not some master game planner or anything, but I think that could be a really cool idea where because there's so much story there and there's so much potential for like what happened.
Hey, let me do that.
This is a great moment right here.
He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you tell him?
Wasn't the right time. There you go.
What about this? Anything worthwhile?
Actually, yeah.
Abby?
No. This girl, Nora, her unit was assigned to this hospital. They were collecting supplies or something.
This hospital?
Yeah. Wait, you're gonna go now?
Yeah, we have a lead.
Like, at least just wait for Jessie to rest up.
She could be gone by then.
Ellie.
We know her location. Maybe Tommy does too. What?
Nothing.
Good. Can you come help me with the door, please?
Yep.
Well, friends, it's been an absolute blast playing Last of Us, talking to so many amazing people. Craig, thank you so much for all you do in my streams, bro. Victor, it's been an absolute blast talking to just somebody that's so passionate about the game. Jordan, you're awesome. I want you guys to have an awesome day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will be back broadcasting this. We're going to pick up right here where we're going to go ahead and save, and I'm totally going to come back and broadcast from this spot in the future. We're going to make a save right here. I can't go through the whole game in a day, so I'm cutting it into sequences. And you know, the best part of my day and the best part of broadcasting is getting to chat with people that are passionate about games and chat with people that love games. And you know, this is such a beautiful game that just totally deserves to, you know, be shown and to be, you know, where people can come in and give their different thoughts on all the emotion and all the gameplay. But again, I got to go today, guys. So I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. Wish you guys the best day. Stay safe out there. And, you know, we're going to get through 2020. We're making a good press on it. And we'll see you guys hopefully in another broadcast in the future, man. So bye-bye, everybody. Have an awesome day. I'll be back streaming on Friday, friends. So hopefully we'll see you Friday. If not, maybe we'll catch you on Sunday stream. All right, bye-bye, everybody.